Hey, I heard you got carried out in an ambulance. What's going on? How's my father? Is he fine? We can't just leave him like that. Hurry up back.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to cause a mess. They just have to take me to the hospital to get checked out.
The EMTs could just give you a look over, right? Why did everything get blown out of proportion like this?
I have to actually stay at the hospital for a while. Can you check on your parents? They can do some things, but still need help.
You have to stay there? What about dinner? What about the laundry and cleaning and stuff? Who's gonna do that? I can't take care of my parents. You need to do it.
Your mother and father can use the bathroom themselves if you help them to it. Could you please look after them for a couple days?
No, I can't just look after them for a couple days. I don't even know what to do. Taking care of my parents is your job. Don't try to push it off on me.
I feel really bad about it, but I can't even see straight. There's no way I can come back and help out.
Fine, I'll come and pick you up. I'll talk to the doctor, but I need you back here.
Stop, please. I'm really not doing well.
Tina, you can't just drop everything. If you don't work, what are we gonna do about money?
You need to start working already. I'm working to support us and taking care of your parents. I can't keep doing this.
We've talked about this. I'm in between jobs. It's not like it's a worker's market right now.
You keep saying that, but all you ever do is go to the racetrack.
Oh, right, now you mention it. Where are you hiding the money?
There is no hidden money. You've used up everything we have.
Come on, I can feel it. Today is the day. I know it.
You have never brought home a penny from that place. You need to stop going there already.
Well, how are we gonna pay for this medical expense, huh? Just give me what you got and I'll turn it into a gold mine. All our problems will be gone.
Please stop already. Don't you see how you're hurting us?
Okay, whatever. I'll just have to use Dad's social security money. Where's his checkbook?
His social security money goes towards paying for his care. I'm not gonna let you use that for gambling.
Fine, I'll just get it straight from him. I mean, come on, he's forcing his care on us and can't even spare some cash? Freeloader, I should kick him to the curb.
Every day that poor man apologizes to me. He hates being a burden. Don't make things harder on him than they already are.
Oh no, I'm not backing down on this one. It's wrong to think your children are obligated to take care of you when you're older. I didn't ask to be born, so I don't see why I should let them feed off me like some parasites.
They are your parents. Show a little respect.
Say what you will, doesn't change the fact they're leeching off of us. Their role is already over. All they need to do now is hand over their money.
That's enough. Clearly, I can't count on you to help your own parents. I'll call for help.
That'll cost money. Don't do that. All you have to do is come back and do it. Then we don't have to waste any money.
I'm stuck here on doctor's orders. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Oh my god. I'm surrounded by worthless people. I wish I married someone who could actually pull their own weight. You're finally out of the hospital, right? Did you get to the house yet?
I just got to the door. I'm just catching up with the help, making sure everything is fine with your parents.
Great, I just ran out of cash. You gotta get down to the track quick. Bring about $500, that should do it.
We don't have $500. How many times have I asked you to stop going to the track?
I've already told you 100 times I'm looking for a job. You really need to stop worrying all the time. That's why you got sent to the hospital. You're stressing out over nothing.
Listen, I have something very important I need to talk to you about.
Cool, I'll listen when you come down here with the money.
This is an emergency.
What? Just say it then.
I don't have long.
You don't have long what?
To be alive. The doctor said I have another 6 months at best.
Come on, what is this? You're trying to tighten the purse strings or something? If you're gonna lie, at least make it a good one.
This isn't a lie. I'm being serious. Things aren't good. I told you that they were gonna do tests. The results weren't good.
Seriously? Wow, that's rough. 6 months, huh? Well, guess that means divorce.
Huh?
I mean, I don't want to catch your illness or whatever. If you're sick, it's not like you're going to be of any use anyway.
It's not contagious.
I don't care. You've become worthless. There's no point in being married to you anymore.
What? What are you saying?
Like I said, from here on out, you're just gonna get sicker and sicker. You'll probably be back in the hospital. You won't be able to help out around here. Why would I want to be saddled with that? I want out.
After all I've done, everything I've been through for the sake of this family, that meant nothing? I am dying. Your wife is going to die and that's all you have to say?
I guess the job search is on hold. I gotta find me a new wife.
Are you serious? You really mean that?
Oh yeah, just because you don't have a future doesn't mean I don't need to think about mine. I don't care if she's fat or ugly, so long as she got some cash and won't die from a little physical labor. She can look after mom and pop then.
A wife doesn't exist to take care of her husband's parents.
Sure they do.
What?
Seriously, what kind of upbringing did you have? Women exist to serve men. They should go out, earn some money for their men, take care of the home, and if it calls for it, take care of his parents. You've been doing it this whole time. That's why I've allowed you to stay with me. Since you clearly aren't gonna be of use anymore, I don't need you.
You're evil!
Evil. Me. I can't believe you, after all we've been through. You know what, fine. Just to show you how not evil I am, I'll let you stay here until I find myself a new wife. Of course, I have no idea how long that'll take, so just be ready to get out at any time.
You really plan on kicking me out of the house?
Well, if you can't work or even do chores, why keep you? I really don't want to have to pay for a funeral either, so I'd appreciate it if you got out before dying.
Fine. I got it. Is really what you want?
Of course it is. How many ways do I have to say it? If you don't do anything for the house, you are worthless.
Fine. Don't go crying if you come to regret it.
Why would I regret it? Anyway, I'll do you another favor. I'll get all the divorce documents together. All you gotta do is sign them. You can manage that much, can't you? Hey, where are mom and dad? I don't see them zombieing around anywhere.
They're not there.
Clearly they aren't here. I'm asking where they are. Oh wait, don't tell me. Did they finally kick the bucket? Where's their cash?
They're all still alive. I had them put in a home.
What? How dare you? You can't just decide that on your own.
I didn't. It was their decision. They feel terrible for always being a burden on us.
Oh no, you did this. They're my parents. How dare you do whatever you want with them? Putting them in a home is just a waste of money.
All you ever say is what a pain they are to look after. You treat them like trash. Don't start acting like they're your property.
Weren't you supposed to leave this house? My next wife is gonna take care of them, so don't you worry about it.
Are you truly that delusional? Where on earth do you think you're gonna find a woman who's gonna marry a jobless man just to be his servant?
Like I said, if the woman makes the money, then no problem. I like a girl who can earn.
Is that so? Fine, just go find the next one then.
I'm in the process of vetting my options.
Nothing in life is certain, aside from the fact that you will never find another woman.
Shut up! Weren't you gonna die or something? Why are you still lingering around? I thought you only had half a year left.
Yeah, half a year if I didn't get treatment.
Huh?
When I told the doctor that I couldn't get treatment because I had to take care of your parents, he said without treatment I got half a year. However, with treatment there's a good chance I'll make it.
You tricked me, you liar!
I wanted to know how my husband, who didn't even care his wife was in the hospital, would react to his overworked wife dying. If I'm being honest, I already knew what kind of person you are. Still, never in my wildest dreams did I think you'd try to throw me out to die on the street.
Yeah, you're not actually thinking of doing it, right? That'd be a huge waste of money.
Really? Your father doesn't seem to think so. When I told him, He immediately said he'd enter a nursing home. He said to prioritize my own life and get the help I need.
He has no business in the matter. He can't take care of himself, and you aren't his wife.
Let's be real here for a second. You were completely after my life insurance, weren't you?
What's wrong with that? I was the one paying for it. Of course I deserve to get it.
I was the one who paid for my life insurance. Also, you are not the recipient.
Huh?
I changed it to my sister.
You can't do that. I'm your husband.
I don't remember you doing anything husbandly before. But that's not important anymore because I am going to live.
I don't think so. You will not be getting that treatment. Change the recipient to me and just hurry up and die.
Are you crazy? Why would I do that? I'm gonna keep on living if only to see your miserable end.
Huh? My end? What are you talking about? You're the one with only 6 months on the clock. It has nothing to do with me.
Perhaps. I wonder how much time you have left.
I am perfectly healthy.
We'll see. Anyway, everything is prepared for the divorce. Just the submission is left. Your parents are gone too, no need to worry about that. Finally, there's no one left to give you money to go blow like a little child.
That's not good.
Yeah, I wonder how you're gonna live from now on. The countdown has started, there isn't much time left.
I got it. Tell me which nursing home my dad's in. He'll help me out. There's no way he'd leave his own son out in the cold.
Oh no, he already did.
What?
Oh yeah, he despises you. He was constantly complaining about his son who never worked and just lost his wife's money gambling. He said you weren't a real man, always pushing all the work onto me.
He has no right to get mad at me after I took care of him all those years.
I was the one taking care of him. Your parents are incredibly grateful to me. They feel nothing but contempt for you.
But I'm their son, their flesh and blood. There's no way they just let me die out in the cold like that.
I'm not so sure. They were saying things like you're dead to them. I think they're serious. Not only that, but they're going as far as leaving me some money in their will.
What? How much? How much does that old man have? I mean, just by looking at him, you can tell he's got pennies left.
Yeah, about that. Interestingly enough, when your father was younger, it seems he got some stock in a certain company. About 5 years ago, that company finally went public. It had been doing great for years and years at that point. His stock was worth $2 million when he finally sold it.
$2 million? No way. Are you serious? Yes! I'm rich! This is the best. A dream come true.
I hate to burst your bubble, but you aren't getting a dime.
Yeah, okay. I'm their son. I have a right to inherit my parents' wealth.
Not if they cut you out of their will. Plus, you do understand that they're still alive, right?
For now, anyway. They can't be long for this world.
Wow, I really understand your father's words now. He doesn't want to leave you a single cent.
$2 million. I can do whatever I want with that kind of cash.
Again, sorry to rain on your parade, but he is giving me half. The other half is going to be put towards their nursing home fees, and the rest he's going to blow into oblivion.
Yeah, like I'd let that happen.
He is completely serious about this.
My own father really intends to leave me penniless. And leave you with $1 million. I don't think so.
Yeah, I've got to say, I am so grateful. To be able to just receive my treatment for these next 6 months and not have to worry about money, it truly is a godsend. Your father is a saint.
You must think I'm some kind of idiot. I know that if my dad dies, I still get a piece of his estate, regardless of what he tries to give you.
Sure, if he passes within 1 year of giving me the money.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, you didn't know? If your father lives for 1 year after awarding me the money, then it's off the table. There will be nothing in the estate for you.
No, that can't be right. Are you really saying that I'm getting nothing?
Yep. You won't have a penny. No money, no house, nothing.
Hold on. I can't afford rent. What am I supposed to do? You know what? Let's just forget about this whole divorce talk. You haven't submitted the papers or anything, right?
I'm about to. Finally official and free from you. I'll go visit your beautiful parents afterwards. They're gonna want to hear the good news.
Okay, I've got it. You've made your point. Do not hand in those papers. Then you can get back to work and take care of me. Just like we've been doing all this time. Now you don't even have to take care of my parents. No problems, right?
You are really too much. Maybe you have a future yet, as a comedian. Where is the benefit in that for me?
Please, no, you can't leave me like this. I haven't even found my next wife yet. You have to save me. I don't have a penny to my name. Nothing. I can't even afford food.
It's over. Just give up already.
Please, just give me something like 20 grand. That's all. I can live with that. You have $1 million.
There is still the gift tax. It's not going to be a full $1 million. I need the money to actually stay alive. I have to be hospitalized for months. Not to mention I won't be able to work directly after. I need something to support me while I recover. I am not in a position to give you anything.
How can you be so greedy? I've got nothing. Zero.
I was thinking about giving you $5 for a meal, but now you aren't getting anything.
No, please, give me $5 or even one, anything.
I don't think so. You can beg on the streets for all I care. You've treated me like a servant for way too long.
I am honestly repentant. I am so sorry. Please forgive me.
I wonder if a miserable person like you can live in society without anyone to leech off of. I have a feeling no matter how the treatment goes, I'm going to be living a longer life than you.
Please, no, don't leave me. I'll do anything.
Block! After everything that happened, I'm glad my in-laws had the money they did. Thanks to that, they're living a spectacular life in their luxury nursing home. I've seen 5-star resorts that didn't look as good as this place. I'm just glad to see them smiling. On the other hand, their worthless son never managed to find another woman who'd live to serve him. Surprise, surprise. I heard whispers of him ultimately becoming homeless. Not a surprise considering how he lived his life. One day while walking through a park, I saw someone who had a passing resemblance. Our eyes met, and it seemed like he wanted to say something, but he just trudged off into the distance. I felt like I saw the fate of a human who thinks of others only as a source of sustenance. Honestly, I have no words for how it made me feel. As for me, I underwent my treatment, started staying in the hospital. Luckily, everything went well and I was saved. I finally managed to get out of the hospital and stretch my free legs for the first time. Even now, I sometimes visit his parents. I suspect they wish I was their daughter instead of him their son. Maybe it takes working non-stop and a major health crisis to truly appreciate good company. I suppose $1 million doesn't hurt either. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Sarah, for your sorority spring formal event this year, I'm having one of my dresses retailored at the store for you. I made an appointment at the clothing store for the final dress fitting, so make sure you can come back home immediately after you're done with classes so we're not late for the appointment.
Wait, how did this happen? I thought I was going to get to try out a new dress for the spring formal. It's one of the biggest social events of my college school life, and you're giving me one of your old dresses? I can't be seen wearing something so antiquated. That's like social suicide.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. It's a beautiful dress. I've kept it well in my closet so it's still in great condition. Plus, the design of the dress is gorgeous, and it'll match the theme of the party too, so it won't look weird at all.
Oh no, I can't believe this. I don't want to wear a dress that's been worn by you before. How am I supposed to dance and have fun all night wearing something like that? It'll ruin my cool vibes, Mom.
Don't say that. I don't mean to kill the fun vibes for your big event. Besides, didn't you say you were fine leaving it up to me to pick out what to wear?
That's because I thought you were gonna buy me a brand new cute dress. I didn't think I was going to have to wear some shabby old dress of yours.
It's not as terrible as you think. Don't worry about it so much. I promise you it's a very beautiful dress. You'll definitely get a lot of compliments from your friends and classmates. How about I send you some pictures of it? I know once you see it, I'm sure you'll end up liking it.
I already know it's not going to look good. Do you even know about what's cool or fashionable nowadays? You have the fashion sense of an old granny.
Hey, that's not nice. I'm not that old and my fashion sense isn't that bad.
I'm just saying, when a mom says something is beautiful or cool, it's usually quite the opposite. It's either terribly tacky or just outright some lame design. It's even worse if it's hand-me-down from your mother. Speaking of, aren't you 7 years older than Dad? That means you'll be 55 years old this year, right? I am cringing so hard even just thinking about putting on some granny-style outfit.
That is so mean. How are you so sure you're not gonna like it? You haven't even seen the dress I prepared for you yet.
Don't even try to convince me, Mom. Just go ahead and buy a new dress for me. There's so many popular ones out there, even the ones in the models in the storefronts. Pick one of those out.
It's too late for that. All the good ones are all sold out, and even if I try to make an appointment to get you fitted for a rental dress, all the places are already booked.
Wow, I can't believe this. I guess I'll have to find a nice blouse to wear with a long skirt or something. It's better than wearing one of your old dresses.
No way! That is such a bummer. I know how important the sorority is to you. All the other girls will be wearing beautiful formal dresses, so of course you need to wear one too. For such a big occasion like this, it's such a shame to wear something so simple.
Well, I hope you know you're the one who is ruining it all for me. If only you had prepared me a proper dress, this wouldn't have been a problem at all.
I did get you a dress, though.
Oh, please. That doesn't even count. I don't have anything impressionable to wear, and it's all your fault. If you want to feel sorry for me, then you should reflect on your own actions a bit more.
Hey now, young lady, watch your tone. Ever since you left for college, hasn't your language been getting increasingly rude over the years? These backhanded insults are so disrespectful. I don't remember raising you to be like that.
Leave me alone, you cranky, useless old lady. I don't need you nagging and lecturing me about my tone when you can't even prepare a dress for your only daughter's special night.
Seriously? Watch what you're saying. You're being extremely disrespectful right now.
I don't care anymore. It's so hard to have a middle-aged mom going through menopause. Go ahead and get rid of the dress you had planned for me. I'll take care of what to wear on my own.
Hey, Luna. Sarah just spoke to me about what happened between the two of you. She said because of your lack of preparation, she doesn't have a nice dress to wear to her formal dress party.
That girl is so stubborn. I did prepare her a dress, but she refuses to wear any piece of clothing of mine. It's such a beautiful dress, too. I tried to send her a picture of it so that she can see with her own eyes what a nice dress it is, but she hasn't read any of my recent messages. She's probably ignoring it on purpose.
Well, of course she would be mad. You really are a useless mom. Parents usually buy something that's modern and chic for their daughters. And you try to give her a hand-me-down? If you think about it from her perspective, wouldn't you feel a little sorry for her?
Gosh, how many times do I have to reiterate this? The dress is in completely good condition. There's nothing wrong with it. The design and the assembly of the dress is extremely well made, and the tailor at the alteration store even said it would look outstanding on her. If it were me, I would be so delighted to inherit such a beautiful dress. So I just thought Sarah would be just as happy.
That sounds like a whole bunch of words a salesperson would say to convince a customer to buy their products. Basically, that just felt like insincere mouth service. How could you be this oblivious? What an embarrassing mother you are. Even as your husband, I am sighing in disbelief about how you're handling the situation.
You don't have to say it like that.
So, how exactly will you take responsibility and clean up this mess that you've created? This is a pretty serious crime you've committed against our daughter, ruining her valuable college experience.
I am trying my best here. I managed to find a dress boutique at the mall nearby, but like I suspected, they hardly had anything good in stock that was in style and in her size. Even among the ones that looked like she could wear, it was either too plain or too dull. I'm sure Sarah wouldn't have liked any of the options there.
Oh gee, so Sarah still has nothing to wear for the event? This really is all your fault. As her mother, you're not taking your role very seriously. Looks like I have no choice but to step in. Just step aside and watch what Daddy can do.
Oh, so you have a better idea? Please do enlighten me on how you plan on saving the day.
Actually, I know a person who has a suitable dress available. I already spoke to them about the situation, and they said they'd be more than happy to let Sarah borrow the dress.
What?
Consider the problem resolved. Piece of cake. Although I am starting to understand how difficult it might be to have an unreliable mother that can't get their act together in moments like this. Girl world can be really tough.
Wait a minute, Daniel. What kind of person is this acquaintance of yours? These dresses aren't exactly cheap, and it takes a bit of personal preference to find the right one. I can't imagine a simple acquaintance of yours would be willing to let us borrow it for free on such short notice. There must be some kind of catch, don't you think?
Oh, don't even worry about it. There's this new person who just joined my department at work. She's fairly young, she just turned 22 years old this year. But she has a dress that she was going to wear for a similar formal event right before she graduated. But it ended up getting cancelled, so she has no use for it anymore.
Wow, that's surprising. A young girl like that landed a job at your workplace?
Yeah, and I figured the fashion trends shouldn't have changed that much in the past 2 years or so, considering their age difference. So I'm sure Sarah will love it once she sees it.
That's really nice of her to do that, but I feel kind of bad about it. I'd like to get in contact with her so I can properly thank her for doing us this favor. Is it possible I can get her name and contact information? I'll just send her a quick thank you message.
You don't have to bother yourself with that. I'll take care of all the formalities, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay then.
Just get your focus together and stop being so incompetent as a mother. Don't turn into an old hag who can't do anything useful with your free time.
Good morning, Sarah. How are all the preparations going so far? Does the dress you borrowed fit okay? What about the accessories? Do you have jewelry that matches your outfit? If not, I can bring some extra necklaces, bracelets, or earrings for you to try on. That way you have some alternatives to choose from.
It's so early in the morning, and you're blowing up my phone like a crazy person. Can you stop hassling me? I'm getting ready to dress up soon, but you're just distracting me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But as your mother, I'm just worried for you and want to help out with as much as I can. I asked your father so many times if I could check the quality of the dress beforehand, but he wouldn't let me no matter what. Plus, I'm not allowed to enter the venue later on to check it out in person, so...
Of course you're not allowed to come. You're an incapable mother who sabotaged a potentially life-changing event in my life, so you don't deserve to be invited even if that was possible. This is an exclusive event for me and my sorority sisters. There's no room for annoying parents.
Okay, I got it. I know you don't want me to get involved, just wanted to check in on you and see how things were going.
Instead of needlessly worrying about me, shouldn't you be worried about yourself? You should hurry up and get all your belongings packed up. After the formal event finishes tonight, I expect you to be completely out of the house by the time I get home. Dad and I are kicking you out for good.
What? What am I getting evicted for? Did something happen?
Is that even a question? Of course I'm talking about your divorce with Dad. Dad and I don't need you anyway, since you don't seem to be reliable whatsoever. So pack all your stuff and prepare to leave while I'm gone for today. Today's event will mark the beginning of spring for you and me both. It'll be like pushing the reset button on the mother generator, if such a thing existed.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Your role as my mother will be replaced by Dad's new coworker, Buddy. She'll be my new mom. She'll let me borrow a cute dress, and she's young, which is super plus for me. She's already the best mom ever. It definitely feels a lot better having a mother figure like her in my life rather than some old hag like yourself.
Goodness gracious, what has the world come to? This coworker buddy you're talking about, isn't she like 22 years old this year? You must be joking.
I'm not joking. Dad is quite impressive. He's still got it in him. Getting a girlfriend that's in her 20s for a guy that's in his 40s? That's pretty cool, don't you think?
Absolutely not. It's completely unacceptable. There are so many things wrong about this.
Oh, why not? Having a girlfriend in her 20s beats having a reputation of an old fart who's unattractive. As the daughter, I see nothing wrong with that. Dad has my utmost respect, and I intend to fully support him.
You cannot be serious right now. Now is not the time to be showing support. This is atrocious behavior. First of all, this is straight up adultery. Your dad cheating on me with some young girl at work, that's not right. Not to mention the girl is 22 years old. That's only 2 years older than you.
You have no right to complain, old lady. You're no perfect human being either. Everybody has flaws they can improve on, including you.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'll be super honest. You basically deserved it. Dad cheated on you because you're just not that flattering and appealing anymore, so you have no right to look down on Dad's romantic pursuits.
Wait, so you're saying it's my fault I was cheated on?
Yeah, pretty much. No one needs an old lady who can't do anything useful. Even Dad said he's gonna divorce you, so just accept the reality.
Fine then, I'll go.
All right, you can't take it back, okay? This means you officially agree to the divorce, and I get to have a new, young, pretty mother.
Sure. Congrats to you, I guess. If you somehow come to regret this later on, don't bother calling me.
I am more ashamed to be related to you. All because of you, I almost had to wear ancient-looking robes in front of all my friends. That would have been the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to me. I hope you disappear along with that dress of yours.
Well then, since you've said so, I suppose I'll have to toss out this $30,000 value dress.
Excuse me?
I hope you have a fun night with your borrowed dress. I even took such good care of the dress I had tailored specially just for you. It was even designed and hand-stitched by a very famous designer. I was especially fond of it too, so I kept it all these years, but I guess there's no use for it since you don't want it.
Hold up! Explain yourself? What do you mean that dress is $30,000? A dress that costs that much, that must be a top brand design.
Yes, it is. Although it's been modified over the generations since your great-grandmother's time, it is a treasured heirloom. It was even featured on Vogue magazine during its initial conception. We've just altered it to our personal styles whenever there was an occasion for it. I even had several offers to buy it from me, but I turned them down.
How is it even possible you possess such an expensive dress?
Your great-grandmother had a strong passion for fashion and owned many great pieces of clothing. Your grandmother and I also took pride in them ourselves. Anyways, this particular dress was carefully passed down from generation to generation. But I've already told you about this.
No, you didn't. When?
Well, maybe not in exact detail, but I did tell you about it. I've been telling you over and over again how beautiful and precious this dress is. I've always hoped that you'll wear it someday when you're all grown up.
I do recall some bits and pieces of that information. That wasn't completely clear in my memory.
It's such a shame. The tailor at the store looked so excited to fix the dress up for you. I think I even talked to a couple of your college friends who happened to be shopping there at the time. They were all looking forward to you wearing this. Based on their reactions, they might be disappointed to see you arrive in a completely different dress.
So my friends already know and they'll be expecting me to show up tonight wearing it?
Well, I didn't expect you to choose that cheating woman's dress over mine. I don't know what she let you borrow, but I hope it surpasses all the expectations. Better be a nice one.
No, wait a second. After hearing all that, there's no way I'm sticking to that dress. I'll wear the one you got for me. I have to show off that $30,000 dress to everybody.
You don't have to force yourself to like it. You know, since it's old anyways and probably out of fashion now.
Oh, please, it's not like that. I won't be forcing myself at all.
Well then, I'll try to pack all my stuff as quickly as possible and get out of your hair. You carry on getting dressed up and enjoy the party. You must be so excited to spend time with all your close friends. I hope you have the best night ever.
Mom, please help me. I need your dress right now. If I don't get your dress, I'll have absolutely nothing left to wear. I don't even have a blouse or skirt that matches well.
What are you talking about? You have that dress you borrowed from that cheater's girlfriend.
Let me tell you something. That dress was disgusting. When I unzipped the clothes bag, it was all moldy and had old stains everywhere. Looked like a whole bunch of moths got into it, too. There is no way I can wear that thing.
Oh no, looks like it wasn't kept properly. Dresses take a bit of work to keep in good condition. Many people easily underestimate fabric maintenance.
That's why I'm begging you. Please help me, Mom. Will you let me wear your dress? You said you had it retailored for me. You said one day you hoped to see me wear it. Now is the time. I'll put it on for you.
To hear you say it like that doesn't make me happy, so I won't hand it over to you that easily.
Oh, come on!
Anything should be fine as long as you look decent and presentable. You should have plenty of clothes to select from your closet. You'll be late at this rate, so just throw something on and enjoy your night.
But Mom, all my friends are messaging me asking me to show them. They're dying to know what it looks like on me. I can't just show up in casual clothes. These types of events don't happen too often. I don't want to show up in normal-looking attire.
You were the one who was so adamant about not wearing the dress in the first place. Let this be a hard lesson learned. You need to own up to what you say. Besides, isn't this what college is about? Learning to be independent for once and solving your own problems? As an adult, take some responsibility for yourself.
That is so mean, Mom. I can't believe you're just gonna flake out on me.
You've been calling me rude names and telling me that I'm useless. You think that's gonna make me want to help you?
Well, I was just speaking out of frustration. I'm still your precious daughter.
Oh, hardly. I don't even recognize you anymore. You're not the daughter I raised. I'm busy packing, so I'm gonna go now.
Wait, Mom!
Hey, Luna, can we talk for a bit? Sarah mentioned to you about the divorce thing, didn't she?
Yeah, I heard about it this morning, so I got the divorce papers signed, packed the rest of my stuff, and left the house.
What, already?
Why act so surprised? I heard you already have a wonderful, pretty girlfriend. The quicker we get this over with, the better, right? I've done my part, so all that's left is for you to sign the papers. Then we can all move on.
Just hold on a minute. About that, let's not get a divorce after all. The truth is, I broke up with Emma already, so there's nothing going on between us anymore.
So, Emma was the name of that 22-year-old girl you were dating at work behind my back? It's a huge wonder to me what the reason could have possibly been for the breakup.
So, what had happened was, after Sarah felt utterly betrayed by the dress and how terrible it was, she went on a rampage and totally blew off Emma. Obviously, that pissed her off really good. She was outraged, and she told me she can't get married to me if that child of mine acts like a spoiled brat. I tried to calm her down and reassure her it was just a sporadic episode, but nothing seemed to work. So, we ended up breaking up.
That's it? So you want me to take back the divorce just because you don't want to be single? That is so selfish of you.
But I've always been this selfish. You know me well enough now to accept that, right? It won't look good for me if we get a divorce now. And I kind of need you to assist me regarding an important matter. Pretty please?
With what exactly? What am I gonna do about it? This problem is strictly between you and her.
She's threatening to report me to the entire company. She'll make it seem like I sexually harassed her and forced her to be in a relationship. If that happens, it'll permanently end my career.
Well, that doesn't sound too good for you. Sorry to say it, but she can say whatever she wants against you and win this battle easily. As the supposed wiser, reliable, more experienced worker at this company, I can't see you coming out of this unscathed.
Exactly. This will tarnish my good name for life, and I will not accept this. That's why I need your help. You have a few more years of life experience than me, so you know better than me how I should go about salvaging this. You also have this magical way with words and naturally get along with people. I mean, you're a well-known face in the whole neighborhood community.
Well, you're not wrong about that. I'm in a lot of different social groups, so I know a lot of people. But that could also be because I'm just a meddlesome old lady like you've been calling me lately.
But that's why you're the best person for this job. You get along well with all my coworkers too. Besides, you also have a strong, reputable relationship with some of their wives. If you talk to them and have my back, I might be able to convince them enough so that they believe me over that girl. I can only trust you to help me in this predicament of mine. Oh, so please, don't divorce me.
I don't care what you say, I am still divorcing you.
Oh, come on. After all we've been through, think about our daughter we have together.
How can you even fathom that I would just nod and agree to go along with this selfish plan of yours? You and our daughter looked down on me, calling me an old hag and berating me for no reason, and now you're asking me for help when clearly you're in the wrong? Don't take me for some kind of fool, and don't think you can guilt trip me into helping you.
I'm sorry, I'll apologize for whatever you want me to. For starters, I'm so sorry I cheated on you with a girl that's half my age. I will also apologize on Sarah's behalf. I'm sure she just unconsciously mimicked how I usually act towards you. She meant no harm. I was just a bad role model as a parent. I'll take full responsibility and try to be more earnest from now on.
You think just by being earnest for once it'll solve all your problems? How does that change anything for that matter? What are you going to do exactly to take responsibility? These are not light matters. Having an affair and kicking me out of the house are serious offenses. It's not something you can just take back and act like nothing happened.
Well, what else am I supposed to do? I'll do anything you want me to.
Nice try, but only in your dreams will that ever work on me. I've tolerated so much over the years, but I am so done with you now. I can't stand to live with you anymore. The divorce is final. You're absolutely dead to me.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You're my only saving grace.
You better sign the divorce papers as soon as you can. If you don't sign it, I'll use my social influence to make sure you never see sunshine and rainbows in your entire life again. Just one word from me and all the wives in the neighborhood will be spreading gossip like wildfire. And at that point, nothing you do or say can save your reputation.
No, please don't do that. Anything but that. Nobody needs to know our private business.
Then you better get that ink running and hurry on with it. I don't even want to hear another word from you until that's been handled. After that, Daniel contacted me to let me know he had signed and successfully filed the divorce papers. A few days after that, the property division, alimony claims, and other settlements were taken care of. At some point during this whole ordeal, seemed like a coworker of Daniel's caught sight of me one day leaving the house with a huge load of my luggage. In no time at all, word had spread throughout his entire company, and everything was exposed. They also found out about the affair he had with his coworker, Emma. As for Sarah, she ended up wearing plain clothes to her formal event. All of her friends were disappointed they weren't able to take pictures with her in the fancy designer dress. Apparently, the guy she had a secret crush on was brutally straightforward to her face and told her she absolutely had no class, showing up to this party not wearing that spectacular dress. That made her cry, and she immediately left the party in tears. Of course, she missed the after party completely and spent the rest of her night alone. By the way, I decided to pass on my designer dress to another relative of mine and their daughters. They even went to the trouble of sending me a thoughtful appreciation message saying they will take good care of it and wear it for an appropriate occasion when the time comes. I would be more than happy if such gracious children would wear my most treasured dress. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and leave us a comment below. And if you want to see more content like this, press that subscribe button.
What are you doing and where are you? Why did you try to call me twice? Today I have to work in the ER, so I will be staying the night at the hospital. At the moment, I am in the middle of working with a patient. Shut up, you liar! I know that you're actually at your house right now. And I know that you have my little sister, Melissa, over there with you. Man, you are always using that "I'm working at the hospital right now" as your fallback lie. What? What's with all these baseless accusations? I am really at the hospital right now. Just a second ago, I was at your house grabbing a few things that I had left over there, and I used the duplicate key to get in through the front door. However, while I was in the entrance room, I could hear you having a deep conversation with Melissa, so you probably didn't hear me. What the heck? And do you know how I knew it was my sister there? Because those were her shoes that were in the entrance room. And there is no way I could mistake her annoyingly loud voice coming from your living room. So please, spare me the time and forget trying to make any more useless excuses. Then why did you leave after you knew she was there? Instead of going home, you should have come in and confronted the two of us. Then I'd have had the time to explain everything to you in person. And then what? You can't explain to me the reason why you're fooling around with the little sister of the woman you are currently engaged to, can you? Ugh, you are always so annoying to listen to. By the way, you aren't engaged to me anymore anyway. I've decided to get engaged to your little sister. And I plan to get married to her very soon. What the hell? So can you please stop saying to everyone that you are engaged to me? From now on, you are just another ex-girlfriend of mine. And don't even try coming into the hospital to try and talk to me. Hold on now, Brett. We have been dating for a little over 5 years now. And you said you were going to take good care of me now that you've become a doctor. But now you are going to turn around and toss me aside? I have to admit that you were really good at cooking, and you always got all of the chores finished around my house. You really were the perfect girlfriend. But in terms of being romantic with me, you barely turned me on. What? Are you serious? If you were just a tad bit more sexy, then I wouldn't mind you barging into the hospital while I was working to scold me. But unfortunately, you are only really good at doing work around the house, and that's all. If you were to become my wife, though, our sex life would have failed terribly. So, you are saying that my little sister not only looks better than me, but is also better in bed, too? Well, yeah. She is leagues ahead of you in the way she makes herself look strikingly beautiful. And whenever I get home from a long day at work, she is waiting in my driveway getting ready for another fun night. Not only just those things, though. She also has an amazing way with words, and she knows all the right things to say to me when I am feeling upset. For a doctor like me who is always stressed, she is the perfect medicine for melting that all away. You are. For a while, I have been contemplating breaking up with you, but luckily you have forced my hand. Anyways, you should be getting ready for work tomorrow, as you'll need to stay employed for a bit longer.
I'm so sorry, Mary. It looks like I was able to steal your fiancé away from you, huh?
Why the hell are you doing this to your own sister? And all of this is like something out of a really horrible drama.
Hey, don't think that I am the one to blame for all of this. Brett just said that he would rather be married to me than you. And I think you trying to marry a doctor in the first place was a bad choice. You both work in the same hospital. He told me that he knew from the start that things wouldn't last. So when he found me, he knew he needed to act fast.
What?
I know that you were thinking that he was being all sincere and close to you, but that was only because you worked with him. But he soon felt like you were only trying to get close to him because he was a doctor. And that you were only wanting the marriage so that you could use up all of his doctor money. So him leaving you was only natural.
That was his reason for tossing me out for my little sister? And I thought that the sister who I grew up so close with would never do anything that would cause me any harm.
No matter how hard you try to make me feel bad for my actions, Brett has already chosen me and has asked me to marry him. Just accept the fact that you are his ex-girlfriend now. And don't feel like this is a rare thing. I know plenty of people that have had their fiancés leave them at the last moment.
I guess you're right, huh? No matter what I try and say, the two of you are never going to listen.
Well, now that you understand, hurry up and quit your job at the hospital. I'd rather you not continue working at the same place as my soon-to-be husband.
And why would I ever do that for you?
Because thinking about my husband having to work with his ex-girlfriend makes me feel all sorts of yucky. For all I know, you two might start to fall in love all over again, and I would risk losing Brett. I would never be able to forgive you for that. So please start preparing to quit. You're a nurse after all, and they are in high demand. So I doubt you'll have a hard time finding a new place to work.
Now, why would I ever leave my workplace for you two? I have been working there longer than Brett has, and also my pay is really good. And everyone that I work with is so nice to me, making my time working there relaxing. So for me to give up that place for you guys will never ever happen.
I knew you'd say something like that. I guess I have no choice but to ask Brett to work his magic and get you fired.
How will he manage that?
Because out of anyone in the hospital, the doctors have the most say over everything, right? So all he needs to do is say the word, and you will be gone in the blink of an eye. He'll just have to say that you are causing too much drama in the hospital, and that he can't trust you to help save patients anymore. That will 100% turn into you getting fired.
He would never.
But if that were to happen, things would be made a lot worse for you, right? You'd be known as the nurse that was fired for causing trouble, and no one else will be willing to hire you. So if you don't want that to happen, I'd suggest you leave that place while keeping your mouth shut.
You're awful. Not only am I losing my fiancé, but I'll also have to leave my really good job as well. Well, whatever. If that's what you two want, then that's what you'll get. I'll cut all ties to you both. I'll leave that hospital, as well as leave my house and move somewhere else. I might as well go all the way, right? Then I will never have to see the two of your disgusting faces ever again.
Leaving us alone? That would be amazing! Then I'll shut up and let you get to quitting your job and packing your things. This is going to be the best! Oh my god! I can't believe that I would have to see you again. And of all places, Hawaii. I just wanted to enjoy the crystal blue waters and snow white sands. So on this super amazing vacation, I never thought that I would be seeing you here.
Don't worry, I am thinking that same exact thing. And this was supposed to be the perfect honeymoon for my husband and I. But now that I had to lay my eyes on the two of you, I am starting to feel sick to my stomach.
Ah, I should have known that you were here on your honeymoon. So that man that I just saw with you must have been the unlucky husband? I heard from Mom a few weeks ago that you would be getting married.
That unlucky husband you talk about is my outstanding husband. We started dating 3 years ago after the unfortunate events that took place back in my hometown.
Right. He does look quite amazing. And it's great to see that you met someone that is on your same level. I can get a very unattractive vibe from him, and I can definitely tell that he doesn't have a lot of money by the way he dresses. But I guess that's where the two of you relate, huh?
What?
He looks like the kind of person that has been working part-time at a fast food restaurant for the past decade. But I suppose those people have to get married at some point too, huh? But I never thought you'd be the person to marry them.
Wait, Melissa. You need to stop talking trash about him. I won't forgive you for saying stuff like that over and over again.
Sorry. I suppose to you, a nerdy-looking guy like him is still very important. I just couldn't help saying a few comments about his look, though.
Huh? Why are you calling him nerdy?
I've heard a bit from Mom about him. She told me that he focuses so much on his nerdy hobbies that he doesn't have time to find a real job, right? She also said that he would rather just chill around the house and do chores for you than work at all. To me, that looks like one of those shutting kind of nerds. I sort of feel bad for you having married that guy. The fact that your own little sis married a doctor and gets to live every day of her life like it was a dream. We never have to worry about money, and we always get to eat out whenever we want. That must make you feel terrible inside, right?
And I bet Brett feels all sorts of joy after having tossed me out just so that he could use you as his little sex puppet.
It's already been 3 years now that we have been married, and I don't feel that way with Brett. And if he did start to brag about something like that, I would freak out a little. Now, could you stop trying to make Brett look bad? He wasn't the one who ended up marrying a near unemployed nerd like someone I know.
I am not making him look bad, since he did that himself. And you were there to help him along. You both are the perfect image of what a terrible marriage looks like. And I am sure that you know that deep down.
Please don't say things like that about us. And I prefer if you started calling us the spitting image of a perfect and happy marriage, please. You should be amazed by the fact that your little sis was able to find someone so sweet that was willing to take great care of her. And by the way, we are able to come to Hawaii every year to enjoy our vacation. To us, this beach is practically our backyard. I bet that coming to Hawaii for the two of you must be a huge waste of what little money you have. Ha! I know that your husband probably wants to be back at home right now playing video games or something instead of standing on this gorgeous beach.
Do you even know who my husband is?
Huh?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Melissa. I guess someone as stupid as you wouldn't have ever been able to understand her own husband's workplace. So that would make it understandable as to why you have no idea about who my husband, Aaron, is. But now that you have told me what you think of him, it's time I told you who he really is.
What? You're calling me an idiot? Unlike you, I'm actually doing all right as the wife of a doctor. And to think you understand my husband's workplace more than I do.
So you do know my husband then?
Whoever he is, I'm sure he sits far below the level of Brett as he has now become the head doctor at the hospital. There are over 300 employees that my husband oversees, so he could be any one of them. If anything, you'd be the only one to really care about that hospital anyway, since it was the place you previously worked. So don't call me an idiot just because I don't know about everyone and their mother at that place.
Well then, this will be quite a shock for you to hear. Aaron has recently become the board chairman of that hospital, aka Brett's boss. I thought that Brett would have at least told you that much.
A board chairman?
In other words, he sits at the top of the hospital's ladder. And to think that you wouldn't even come introduce yourself to him, thinking that we were the poor ones. But this doesn't surprise me the very least, considering it is you.
Wait. I need to think. What is going on? What is this? I could have sworn Mom said that he only stayed at home doing chores for you all day. It should be impossible for someone like him to run a hospital.
Aaron's family is actually quite familiar with hospitals. His parents run a few small clinics, so ever since he was a teenager, he has been helping them manage their offices and soon gain the skills to become a chairman. So for you to call him a stay-at-home nerd, I would say that you are being far worse than just rude.
This has to be a lie! What are the chances he turned out to be the son of two very well-off parents?
This honeymoon is turning out to be so much fun. His parents even allowed us to use their condo out here in Hawaii, saying that they wanted us to enjoy the little free time we have away from work.
They have a condo here too?
So when you were saying that this beach was like your backyard, I laughed a little. Because we actually do have a beach as our backyard. And it's private, so it's never busy and loud like over here. I even imagine a honeymoon as awesome as this one.
A private beach as well? It's not fair that you get to have access to all of that. Why does everything good always happen to you? It's not fair! It's not fair!
Well. It wasn't fair when you took Brett away from me 3 years ago now, was it? I don't understand why you were always freaking out over anyone that has it better than you. That's probably why Mom never told you about who he really was. I think if she told you back when I first met him, you would have tried to ruin our relationship as well. I'm really thankful that Mom did that for my sake. But now I have already dug myself into a hole. How would I have ever figured out that he was the board chairman of the hospital that Brett works at after Mom told me all of those lies? Well, as sad as that is, it doesn't bother me one bit. So I'm going to get back to enjoying my honeymoon now. Let's just forget about us ever seeing each other today, okay? That way we can both enjoy the rest of our time in Hawaii. Hey, Mary. Is it true that you are married to the new board chairman? And was the man I saw you with just a bit ago really him? Jeez, calm down. Did you really not recognize the face of your own hospital's board chairman? I do know his face, but I just wanted to confirm that with you. How did you manage to marry my boss, though? And why the heck is he here in Hawaii of all times? This is all super bad timing. I have to ask again. Are you really married to the board chairman? Yeah, that's right. Actually, the two of us go all the way back to middle school with each other. He was in the same grade as me, so for me to meet him again after so many years was crazy. But when I told him about what happened with my last boyfriend, we slowly started to reconnect and went on a date. The board chairman was going to the same middle school as you? Well, back then I didn't really know much about what was going on in his life, or with how his family ran so many clinics. I was just an average middle schooler, so when we did start dating, I finally heard about how powerful his family really was. What's even crazier is that Aaron's dad was the chairman of that hospital before him as well. I'm even more scared by that fact. And now I am worried about your husband being the new chairman. And now he is in Hawaii as well. How the heck did everything go south so quickly? Now because of you, the hospital will know about me being here. Huh? Did they not know that you were coming here? I lied to everyone saying that I needed to go on a business trip, when really I was just coming here with Melissa. This was all meant to be kept a secret. But now because of you, my boss will see that I'm actually here. What the hell were you thinking? Telling your boss a lie so that you could make it to Hawaii? Shut up! I never thought things would get this bad. I originally wanted to tell them that I was going to take time off to come to Hawaii, but I didn't want to go through the process of getting my time written off. But now that I know he is here, I wish I would have just told them straight up. I see. That's why Aaron is a bit weird right now. Did he say something about me? Did he really see me at the beach just a bit ago? He definitely did see you clearly, and he seems a little distressed by that. He keeps murmuring to himself about why he just saw you on the beach. Frick! I am screwed now! They are going to have a word with me the moment I am back at the hospital. Well, you did just tell him and other employees that you were going on a business trip, which turned out to be a lie. Well, it's not my fault. Melissa kept asking me to go to Hawaii for a bit, but I had to keep telling her that I was too busy with work and that I couldn't get a day off. I felt so bad for her. Why are you trying to tell me why you lied? I can't do anything for you. You just need to face the fact that when you get back, you'll need to try your best in explaining yourself to Aaron. Anyways, I'm going now. Hey, wait a minute! Why is this happening? Why is Brett getting fired from the hospital? This is getting out of hand. This is all happening out of spite from you, right? It's because he threw you away 3 years ago that you are trying to get revenge now, right? You probably asked your husband to fire Brett just so that you could get even with him. Now, why would I be the one to blame? All of this is Brett's own doing. He is paying the price for everything he has done there. What? Brett has never done anything wrong at that hospital. He is the head doctor there, and I know for a fact that he tries his hardest every day at work. Do you really think that someone who is doing their best every day would turn around and lie to his boss so that he could go on vacation?
He said he had to do that because work was getting just too busy for him. If he didn't tell them a slight lie, he would have never been able to get a day off. And that's the fault of the hospital.
From what I've heard, Brett is given a lot of paid holiday each year to use whenever he wants, but he tends to use it all up on other things. And yet you are trying to blame the hospital for what he did?
What? He already used all of his paid holiday? But I haven't seen him take a day off since the start of this year.
I think he may have been hiding that from you. I know for a fact that he pushes all of his work off onto other coworkers so that he can take days off, and it seems that that causes his coworkers a lot of hassle. They are also then forced to work his shifts as well instead of being allowed their own time off.
Seriously?
Also, I think he's been using that paid leave to go meet with other women. It seems we both now share the same experience of getting cheated on by him. If you want to learn who he has been with, perhaps you should look for yourself. I am lucky enough to have found this all out through Aaron.
What? Wait. Don't lie to me about Brett like that. He has told me time and time again that he only loves me. And I know that he has been telling the truth.
Well, your really honest husband has been going out with other nurses and patients when he is at work. And I'm sure he won't ever tell you the truth about all of those after-work business dinners he has been to.
Huh? Hold on, please. Are you saying that he has been doing this all under the cover of saying he has been at work?
That's right. He pushes all of his work onto other staff, as well as using his time off to fool around with other nurses and take them on dates. He even goes the extra mile to ask patients if they want to go out with him, and all of his higher-ups know about this stuff. That's why before the secret trip to Hawaii, he was written up for all of this misconduct.
What?
He was told directly by my husband that he was no longer needed at his hospital, and that someone of his reputation should find a therapist to help him with his habit of cheating.
What the frick? This is all starting to become too much for me. My Brett has been going out with other women behind my back all this time? Even though he was telling me that he was too busy to take any time off? But really, he was using that time off doing dirty things with his nurses.
Why is this so surprising to you? He cheated on the girl he was going to marry. You really thought he won't cheat on you?
No, that can't be true.
So with that, I hope that Brett has a good time trying to find himself a new job. Because if he can't, you can kiss that yearly trip to Hawaii goodbye. After that, Melissa and Brad tried vigorously to find a new hospital that would take him under their wing. However, it looks like things only went further downhill for Brett when a lot of the patients that he fooled around with started taking him to court for violating their HIPAA rights when he used their phone numbers to contact them without their consent. Of course, after those cases opened up, no hospital was going to hire him, so he is still stuck trying to find any job that will employ him. And now that Brett and Melissa have burned most of their savings, their lives together have gotten far more difficult financially. To the point that Melissa keeps trying to get him to leave her for one of the other women he cheated on her with. Of course, she soon lost it and they ended up getting into a huge fight requiring the both of them to go to the hospital for minor injuries, where all of the nurses would make fun of them behind their backs. This story spread like wildfire, and soon the whole town knew of the tragic story of Brett and Melissa. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.